Hello guys, I'm Yahya Alfatih. I'm student management of Tanjung Pura University, batch 2015, and this is for my final exam of human research management course, and hope you will enjoy this video. Okay, this is for part A about the quiz, and because my student number is even, so I will answer the odd number. And here, number 1, the question: tools a company use to manage employees are, and the answer is B, human research practice. And number 3, the question: support function that design and implement company policies for managing employees. And the answer is C, human research department. And for number 5, the question is ensuring employees have the necessary knowledge, skill, abilities, and other talents to achieve work objectives fall under which of the following categories? And the answer is B, managing employees' competencies. And then for number 7, the question is when practices within each human research activities are consist with each other, there is blah 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 alignment. And when practices work in concert with one another as well as with internal competent companies face, there is blah 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 alignment. So for the answer in the blank space, the first one is internal alignment and the second one is external alignment. And for number 9, the question is which of the following are not environmental influence? And the answer is D, employee concern. Okay, for number 11, the question is in labor force trend, the fastest growing ethnic group are blah 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 and blah blah blah. So the answer for the blank space is Asians and Hispanic. For number 13, the question is a plan for achieving a competitive advantage that influence how employees add value, impact type of job employees performs, and affect attitude and behavior employee display is, and for the answer is D, strategy. And for number 15, the question is in a blah 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 strategy, jobs are geared towards creativity or customer service, employees hired with specific skill and new perspective, job require cooperative creativity and knowledge sharing, and pay is based on individual potential or team accomplishment. So the answer is differentiation strategy. And then for number 17, the question is which justice deal with fairness in what individual receive for their effort, compensation for time and effort put in a job, and how employees feel they are treated by their manager. So the answer is D, distributive justice. And for the number 19, the question is which international strategy involves serving market within a particular country? So the answer is B, domestic strategy. Number 21, the question is which international strategy involves establishing autonomous business unit in multiple countries? There is a local responsiveness to try to meet the unique local needs of their country. The answer is D. Multinational strategy. And number 23, the question is, treating people differently because of characteristics that have nothing to do with their ability to perform. The answer is B. Discrimination. And number 25, the question is, when an employer intentionally discriminates because of characteristic that defines the protect class disparate blah 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 has occurred. But when the employer unintentionally discriminated against a member of a protected class, then disparate blah 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 occur. And the answer for the blank space is first is disparate treatment, and the second is disparate impact. And for number 27, the question is, submission to sexual conduct is made explicitly or implicitly a condition of employment. And the answer is C. Quid pro quo. And number 29, the question is, one issue with other laws was an employer with limited financial resource would not be required to spend a large sum of money for accommodation. What is the term for this? And the answer is B. Undue hardship. Number 31, the question is blah 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 determining job tasks and responsibilities are expected to perform? And the answer is job design. And number 33, the question is blah 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 are the written summaries of the specific tasks, and blah 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 are the competencies are required by job holder to be able to perform the job successfully. And the answer is job description and job specification. And 35, the question is, in the efficiency approach, this remove decision-making authority from employees and place it with supervisor. And the answer is A. Job simplification. Number 37, the question is, which of the following is true about the job characteristic model in the motivational approach? And the answer is C. Identify 5 job dimensions and 3 psychological states and that affect motivation and satisfaction. Number 39, the question is, which employees team is a cross-functional group that address a problem or issue? And the answer is A. Parallel team. And number 41 is, the question is, in job analysis technique, which approach use a single instrument to collect data? Use functional job analysis and use position analysis questionnaires. And the answer is A. Standardized approach. And the number 43, the last, the question is, in job analysis techniques, this customized approach focuses on analyzing employees' competencies rather than on tasks to be performed. So the answer is B. Job element. review video, and I have watched 7 video, and the first video that I've watched is about the human research strategy and planning. And this video explain about the human research strategy and planning. And the speaker explain what is the meaning of the strategy, and then he try to using some famous brand strategy as example, and then he explain about the function, the strategy function, plans, and operational. And at the end of the presentation, the speaker explain all the material accompanied with example, which is a famous brand. The second video that I've watched is about introduction of the human research management. And this video explain about the introduction, of course, the introduction of human research management. The speaker explained about what the meaning of the research, and then he also using some famous brand as example, which is related to the research that they use. And then he explained many things, such as a definition of human research management and trend, and then the key field of human research management. And at the end, the speaker conclude all the material in landscape of the human research management. The third is talent acquisition, and this video explain about the talent acquisition. And the speaker at the first he explained about the traditional approach in recruiting candidate for acquisition, and then he explained many things such as employees brand strategy, and then retaining and promoting a good talented candidate. And then at the end of the video, the speaker conclude by saying that is crucial action that will be taken by a company. It means that the talent acquisition is the crucial action for the company itself. For the fourth video is about candidate selection, and the first speaker explained about the possibility of company that have more applicant in their company, and then how to do a selection to the applicant. And then he also explained many things such as possible risks, how a company determine a performance, and how is the criteria of the candidate and the method of the selection. So this video tell us about how to do a good selection for the company. The fifth video is about the compensation and the benefit. At the first, the speaker explained about the component of the reward, and then he explained many things such as the equity, and then the factor, the benefit, and then the impact on the performance of the employees. And at the end of the video, the speaker conclude about the value that employee and company get from all the reward of compensation and the benefit. The sixth video is about industry relation. And first, the speaker explain about what is industry relation, the factor that occur in industry relation, benefit using industry relation in the company, and how to develop industry relation itself. And at the end, the speaker talk more about the labor legislation in India, and union trade, and the industrial dispute. The seventh video is about the eagle future of human research and talent acquisition. And the first speaker tell us about what will happen in the future in the human research sector. And then he gave a lot of example about the factor that influence the acceptance of human research is decreased. And the last section, he gave the conclusion of the presentation of human research in the future. And the human research in the future will face the diversity in the workplace and the power of a people and a job consequence. Yes, I do. I always attend the class because I have to and I need to know more about the knowledge and for my better future. Yes, I did. I was absent from the class once and it because I woke up late in the morning, and in my opinion it's not polite if I come to class too late. Yes, it is, because I can learn something that I never know before, and something like how to manage people, how to make a good environment, good workplace, and I can learn about how to make a video for the exam, and then how to make a good presentation and become a good public speaker. Maybe I will take the marketing because in my opinion marketing is awesome, and I can learn how to deal with the people, how to deal with the customer, and how to make a good advertisement, and how to attract the people to buy our product and something like that. And it's just like it's cool things, and it's challenging. The way of teaching is quite unusual because the lecturer gives us the opportunity to make a good presentation based on the chapter in the book that we use, and the lecturer give the comment after the presentation is done, and the lecturer will tell us and talk more about the topic itself. And in my opinion it's a good way to learning because I can know more about the human resource itself, and I can learn about how to be a good public speaker. The book that I use for learning human research management is electronic book. The title is Fundamental of Human Research Management by Joseph Stephen Itika. And personally I think that this book is applicable for the company, for Indonesian company, because the content of the book is very general and applicable for many company. And the title of the book is Fundamental of Human Research Management by Joseph Stephen Itika. It has 14 chapters and total of page is 254 page. And the list of chapter is, first chapter is Introduction to Human Research Management, and then the second is Strategic Human Research Management, then Human Research Policies, Employee Researching, Recruitment and Selection, Performance Management, Reward System Management, Human Research Development, employee relation, talent and competence based on human resource management, and international human resource management, recruitment and performance appraisal in the public sector, recruitment and retention of human research for health, human resource management in Tanzania, tobacco processor Ltd. First is Faradiba Soraya. She told us about the human resource strategy and high performance work system. When she explained about this topic, I can understand more about the appropriate strategy for the human research to meet their goals and about the high performance work system which lead a company success. Second one is Devi Anggraini. She told us about the management and leadership for human research, and when she explained about this topic, I can understand about the type of the leadership and how to manage in human research management itself. Next is my presentation. The title is Talent and Competency Based on Human Research Management. And in my opinion, I can understand well about this topic, and I can know more how useful of the competencies for the employee in the company to achieve their goal, and then how to develop the talent of the employee to lead the company success. Next is Andre Giovanni. He told us about international human research management, and I can know more about how important the human resource management in a big corporation such as a multinational company, and that the world's company is full of diversity, and the company should adjust it to achieve the company's goal. The next is Aidil Andani. He told us about the talent management in the corporation, and I can understand about the useful of talent in the corporation that need to be led in a division that will lead to success of the company itself. Then Fenan Priade Christian, he told us about health and safety in a workplace, and I can understand about the safety of the worker in a workplace, and then what the company need to prepare to keep the safety of the worker itself during their job. The next is Alifah Zarina Mukhtar, and she taught us about the role of frontline manager, and I can know more about how important the role of frontline manager on helping the employees work and how to lead the employees to get or to achieve a company's goal. I expect to get E-score, and I hope so, and I'm pretty sure I can get it because I always attend the class except once, and I never come late to the class, and I try to be an active student because I also answer the question of the presenter and try to ask the presenter about the topic, and then I try to make the best presentation when I present the presentation, and I try to answer the question that given to us by the lecturer and a group or in the class itself.